Good afternoon, guys, gals. Warp103 bring you guys another video. This time here we are talking about maps, and basically we're talking about bad maps in the game. So sit back, relax, and of course enjoy the show.
I'm gonna have to rain down a godly firestorm on you.
All right, folks, we're back. Now, this is a little late night one and everything else that I've been doing some of these late at night because, you know, life issues. So, you know, things have been happening around here. So that's why the video's been a little bit. I've been getting out once a week instead of twice a week as normally. So again, my apologies for that. But again, stuff happens, and you know, that's how that is. All right, so that's my apologies for that, and let's go on to the video. Okay. What you're looking at, well, everybody that's playing the game right now knows Himmelsdorf. Now, this is the classic thing of wargaming, bad maps. All right, let's start at the center right here. Okay, you can see the center right where the hourglasses and everything else. That you hardly have anybody playing in this section right here. Why is that? Because it has avenues and actually lanes for you to go through. So meaning that if you're here, someone can shoot this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. So the way the map is designed, wargaming tells you, hey, why don't you flank? You know, you should flank around heavy tanks. Basically, they don't have any weak spots and everything else. Okay, so if you're at the south section and everything else, that typically heavies are going to do one of two things. Heavies typically go this way right here, stop somewhere around here, or you'll have your heavies that can go haul down. They're going to go transverse, and basically they're going to go up the hill this way, and they're either going to stop here, or if they're fast enough, they're going to transition to stop right here. Now that's from the south. From the north, heavies are going to do basically the same thing. They're going to follow the purple line. They're going to go right around here. They can go here, hold down, or they'll keep going to right here, be hold down, or they're going to go down this line right here, side scrape off their building, go hold down here, and then you'll have some heavies that will go up here. Now this going this way is not as great for them, so they'll either stop right here, be hold down to try to shoot lanes, or some of them that are fast enough will go to the other side right here. That's typically where the heavies are going to go on this map. Again, this is heavy tank. This is what they do. I mean, you have no other choices in the matter. If you're a heavy tank, this is what you're going to do. So basically, wargaming has it fixed that you have to do what they tell you to do. If you go any other way, you get absolutely destroyed. Okay, typically TDs from the south is going to go this way right here. There's a little outcropping right here. They're going to go there, and you'll have some TDs that will go this way here, so they can fire from here, or they're going to get right here and fire from there. TDs from the other side. Now, TDs from the north, basically they do the exact same thing. Oops, sorry. Let's undo that. TDs from the north are typically going to go from here, come around. There's a little outcropping here, or they're going to go around this way here. Sorry, go around down here, or they're going to get into this building right here and go into there. Now, your medium tanks and your light tanks are basically the wild cards. They can go any path that they want, but there's only a couple of places where they're actually technically going to go. So let's put them in green. South, they're either going to go, they're going to go right through here to get up to this location here, or they're going to go up here to play over here. You'll have some play here, and a few will try to kick this corner right here so they can shoot down this way, but most of the time they're going to go here. Now I'm just going to use the same color for the other side because that's what you do. Typically they're going to do the exact same thing. They're going to basically run around and go to about here, or you'll have a few that will actually try to play the middle and go right to this corner right here. The rest of them will follow the heavies up there and go typically to play right here, or they'll play over here if they can get some flanking shots in. So basically the way the map is designed, Wargaming has made it that you can only do exactly as they have it here set up for you to do. If you do anything else, if you're a heavy tank, let's go back to the heavy tank to the right. If you're a heavy tank and you do something foolish as, oh, I don't know, go into the middle, because of the way they've trained you, if you start to go anywhere over here, you get destroyed because you get shot from every direction and everything else like that. So let's clear the map. So hold on one second, let's clear the map. All right, now we're back to the beginning. Now the issue is with this map is it's pretty much dumb. Why is it dumb, Warp? Okay, when you look at the map, let's zoom in just a little bit. Actually, yeah, let's zoom in the map just a little bit. Okay, this map is basically, there's no real area for you to play in unless you are unless you're playing here. This the only open section is over here. The other only section is over here. But no one's going to go there because, you know, they've been taught to do like we've shown in the previous map. Now, there's a way to fix this map, because again, a lot of the map is not open for you to actually use because, well, they've basically made it so that everything has been locked down. You can't go to specific places, you can't do specific things because they don't want you to do that. Now, why is it set up like that? I can't tell you, but hold on one second and I'm going to show you exactly what I would do to fix this. Again, how I would fix this map so it'll have more playable areas, more ways that you can flank like they want you to do and everything else. So it's basically to open up sections like this here. This should not be closed. This should be open right here, so there's a way you to come in and fight this way. This should be a section right here, open up. So basically now you have a new avenue that you can go through to fight. This also should be a section right here, open up. So yes, you still would have sections in the city where, okay, you can open up and fight. And again, these buildings right here need to be moved so you can have. So now you have a bit bigger area down here that you can also fight through. Again, this section right here should be opened up. So again, you'll have another lane that you can actually fight through. So if light tanks, mediums, heavies can flank around and actually fight in this corner down here. Again, this is not a big change. All you did is made that section open more that you can get through. Another section that you need to fix is right over here. There should be a way for you to go from here, open that section up, and then come down. And then again, these buildings here should be pushed back so you have another open section right here. Now again, you have another section right here that should, you know, you can leave alone, because again, now you've opened a couple of quadrants where you can go around corners and everything else of that to actually do some work down here. Now the same thing is over here. You can see where it's actually been closed here. They purposely closed it instead of, you know, opening this up. So again, you'll have opportunities down here if you need to flank. That's the lower this base and everything else of that. Now at the upper part of the base, it's the same thing. This whole section right here should be open. Oops. There should be a lane going this way for it to be open, and a lane this way for it to be open. That way there, someone from the north can come through here. They can have a section inside of here that they can fight through. Again, it would have buildings and everything else to that. And if you wanted to flank around somebody, you actually can do it. The same thing on this section right here. this should be open all the way through. So that way there, again, you'll have a bigger section where they can sit there and fight through, turn corners and flank. They can side scrape along buildings and everything else like that. So they'll have a more open section. You can fight internally inside of here. You can get hauled down in a couple of places. If you look at how the structures are inside it from the overhead view, you can fight there. The same thing right here. Why is this closed off? Again, there should be a through path right here for you to fight through, and the same thing right here. Now again, going from the hill, there should be another way for you to go. The hill itself, to me, should be lowered, because again, if you look from the opposite down here, there's 2 ways up to the hill. Why is there not 2 ways up to the hill from this section over here? Again, if you're doing a map and you have 2 sections to get up on the hill on this side, you should have the same thing. So if you notice, some people, when they see trouble crewing for that, they can run down this section and turn around, or they can run down this section and turn around. Again, this should be cut into it so they can do that. And like in Frontline, you can basically come up the hill and turn around and come up the hill this way. So that way there, you'll have more chances if you need to escape, more lanes for you to flank somebody that's on the hill and everything else of that. Now the other thing is, this hill is supposed to be, a wartime era. Why is it that when you're on the hill, the only sections that you can fire from, if you're right here, you can fire down this way. If you're right here, fire down this way. But if you notice, on this part of the hill right here, where I'm moving the thing is for that, you literally can fire. Let's go to back to the, this. If you're sitting right here, you literally can fire down to here, and you can literally fire, if you're really careful and tall enough tank, you can fire from here. But from this side of the hill, there's no lanes for you to shoot to the base. So one side of the hill can basically, from the base, you can basically say, hey, I can fire from over here, hit people and everything else like that. But from the other side, you can't do the same thing. And again, easiest way to fix that is so everything is even. Right here, there should be a little drop point that you can fire from that I just moved out. So that way there, if someone's playing right here, or someone's playing over here, they have lanes to fire as well. Now, personally speaking, I think that this section here should be with some broken sections right here, so that, you know, it's not, you can fire easily from the other side of the map into the section right here. So basically from here, you can shoot this way, like this section they can shoot 2 different areas from this section. You can shoot down here, and if you're careful, since it's high enough, you can shoot into the base. Now, again, I'm not a map designer and everything else to that, but this is just common sense to make it so it's more open, more ways for you to actually fight. You know, this little bit of space opening up so that will give it that map a whole new dynamic. You would not be forced to always go down, if a heavy tank, always have to go down this way here, or, you know, always have to go here. Now you can have more fights right here. And again, this section right here that's hauled down, there should be an opening right here as well, both sides, not just the windows, but there should be a section that, again, if someone's tied up right here, they can come around and flank these 2 sections, or if they're here, they can drive through. Yes, if you drive through this way, you'll put yourself in danger from getting shot from flanks, but now you have more avenues on this side, just like over here, that you can drive through. Okay, now we've covered the south, we've covered the hill, we have covered the north section. Now let's go over to the railroad tracks. All right, we see the line that's over here, that where the map is. Okay, I have to actually zoom back out again. This red line should be gone. The red line should actually extend all the way over to the edge, like here, and then at the top right here, this line here should also extend all the way up here. This gives the map more area for you to play on, more chances to flank, more ways for you to be able to do things inside of the north. So again, if you, most of the time what happens is, if you have a TD that's good, he can get to this little corner right here where you see the mouse is at, and he has shots. So if they going through right here, he has shots automatically. The safer route would be here for the person to be able to go all the way around and be able to fight from here. The other thing is, and now I know people are not going to want to hear this, artillery. The way artillery is set up right now, they can play here or they can play here. That's it. But with the new changes to the map and everything, so that an artillery player, literally from this location here, can fire to over here. From this location here, the artillery can fire to this way here. By opening up the map here, if the artillery is playing it, you can move down to this section here. Artillery can fire at this building right here. Artillery sitting right here. If they move slightly down this way, oops, let's go a little bit further down since we've opened it up, map up more, so that if they get right here, right here, they can still fire this way. And there's more room for them to actually have lanes for them to fire. If they're here, since it's open now they have firing shots all the way over here. So this gives artillery also a new area to actually sit there and to be able to fight. Now, the tracks itself, again, if you expand this area right here, what I would do, I mean, personally speaking, now that we open up more areas, again, right over here, there should be some cover for TD. And right here, since this will be opened up more and everything, so that now the TDs will have an area. If they come around here and they want to be bold, they'll have a space where they can again get in. They'll counter each other, but if they can get to this area here, which is going to be harder for them to do, but now they would have shots in not just one direction. They will have shots going this way. They'll have shots at tanks over here. They'll have more lanes where they can actually fire if someone's in the middle. And again, of course, they can fire at each other's for that, because again, it'll leave these sections open. I mean, this is really fundamentally what they really need to do with some of the maps. It's still a city map. It still has the representations for heavy tanks to be able to brawl. They can side scrape on corners. They can do everything that they could have done before, but it makes the map fairer. That makes the map more symmetrical, so everybody will have a chance to play. Again, artillery will still have, with this section open up back here, they'll have more avenues to be back here and fire and things for that. If artillery is stationed over here with more avenues for them to fire from this way here. I mean, that's just an idea that, this easy fixes for some of the maps inside the game, but I don't understand why they don't have are not done more. So I'm going to cover this series with all the maps inside the game. Again, these is what I call simple fixes to the map. This is something that really easily that you can do to make the map better. Again, you can go from this back to where you were, and again, it's easy just to make more lanes for you to sit there and fire. It's easy for you to be able to sit there and be like, okay, this is what I want to do. Make it so easier that people on the hill can get up from both sides, just like they have 2 entrances. This side has 2 entrances. You opened up a large scales over here so they can fight with you. I've opened up sections over here, more area for them to fight with and everything else. So that it's not a hard thing to do. All you're doing is making, erasing a set of assets and pushing some back and forth. I mean, a change like this what take you, if I can do it on a computer, and again, I do know how to do the assets and everything, you can do this with 2 people in 2 weeks. You're not fundamentally changing the map. You're just making it larger. You're taking out some of the buildings and you're making it more open to more places that you can fire, flank, and basically you still have essence of being a city map, but more lanes for other vehicles to flank, to do other things, and again, for more people to get caught out if they make the wrong decision. Well, again, this is my take on this map and everything else. I showed you how it's supposed to be played, or how Wargaming wants you to play it. I showed you what changes I would make to make the map better. But tell me in the comments what you guys think. Well, this is Warp103 saying warp out, have fun. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Please hit the like, subscribe button. It will help the channel out. Until then, peace. We'll catch you later.